You ready for this? More predictions. We're going to talk about the future. We're going to constantly talk about the future. Why? Because what we're doing right now is creating it. So let's talk about the shocking 2026 predictions that they don't want you to hear. What if I told you that the next 18 months will decide the future of humanity? And I truly mean this. Predictions from ancient texts, channelers, and modern whistleblowers are all pointing to 2026 as a year unlike anything we've seen before. So some of this information is so controversial, it's been actively silenced. But today I'm going to share what I've discovered and what it means for you. You ready for this? You're going to love it. Let's go. To Landria Anka, helping you to break through fear. Fear is a deal breaker, a future breaker, a present moment breaker. How would you like to break through it? Go down in my description. I have free videos, webinars, everything you can imagine to help you break through fear, completely change your reality starting today, and also how you earn money and how you are contributing to this planet. These are all free webinars. Go explore it, including beautiful products by businesses that are cleaning up the planet. So I hope you'll subscribe. So what if I did tell you that next 18 months will decide the future of humanity? We're living in a countdown hidden in prophecies, secret documents, and channeled messages across time. I'm going to share those. This is a conspiracy. You know how I feel about conspiracies. Let's talk about what has been predicted, what's been told about the future that is actually our now. It's not fantasy, it's a call to awaken. And if you're here, you already feel it. Something massive is approaching. I know it, and I have shifted my life in so many ways. Are you? The opportunities are right here for you. So what if I told you that 2026 isn't just another year? And by the way, we're coming up on it pretty quick. It's the climax of ancient cycles and spiritual timelines. The Toltec calendar signals the end of centuries-long darkness. Yay! And the onset of collective awakening between 2021 and 2026. Now, we felt that, right? 2021, when we had our big cataclysmic global event, it pushed us to look at things different, to go in. It shook up our world as we knew it. That was the beginning of the wake up. And now we're hitting the end of this era that's going to take us into the golden era, 2026. So in Eastern tradition, the Bhavishya Malika, I hope I got that right, speaks of a golden era, Satyuga, dawning soon. It's right here. We're almost there. Hang in there with me. With prophecies tied closely to our current era, even Babylonian eclipse omens caution of civilizations collapsing at cosmic thresholds. We're at that threshold. And the prophecy of the popes hints at a final pontiff in power around 2027, marking an age of tribulations and transformation. These aren't random theories. They're echoes of higher timelines converging right now. So let's talk about what's actually happening. I'm going to go into the key predictions by ancient texts, channelers. You know, I'm not a big fan of channelers, but there's some wise words out there. You have to go within and choose what you truly believe. So there's an acceleration of awakening versus control. This is the split. A rapid divide's coming. You know, it's actually here. More people will awaken at once. Institutions will push hard to maintain control. We see that happening. This tug of war is already visible in AI, surveillance, and the financial system. How are we controlled? By money. This is why I created Digital Explorers. Why? You can't say, I have to earn a living and continue to destroy the planet with how you earn. We have to take responsibility. But it's a tricky one. But you have options now. Earth's frequency shift. So many mystics and quantum physicists agree that the Earth's vibration is accelerating. This is actually tested. Expect more unexplained phenomena, time distortions, and collective deja vu experiences. Why? Time doesn't really exist. Everything exists for you right now. And this is the beauty of it. You can shift into it. And the more of us are realizing we have total control over that. Raise your frequency, know that it is done, and quit thinking in the way that you don't want to live anymore and think in the way that you do. Create it now. So the disclosure domino, governments won't give us full disclosure. Hello, McFly. What are they going to tell us, that they've been lying all this time? We already know we have visitors. We know this all exists, and it's making itself known. In 2026, cracks in the wall of secrecy will widen. Whistleblowers, hidden tech leaks, and undeniable sightings will make it impossible to ignore. We saw the drones. Whether that's part of our government or not, there were other things there joining in and saying, we're here too. And you're going to see more and more of that, and it's not going to be a big deal. We've been sort of like eased into this. So here are some predictions from ancient texts and spiritual traditions. Aztec Toltec calendar prophecy. So according to a Mexican healer, Sergio Magana, probably messed that up, who interprets the ancient Toltec Aztec calendar through a 1,500-year oral tradition, the period from May 2021 through November 2026. Here that timeline keeps showing up over and over again. It marks a spiritual awakening cycle. After centuries of darkness, underworlds, humanity is emerging into a higher consciousness. Now, what does that mean, though? We're going to interpret that. So he said this isn't just a future shift. It's happening now through inner work, personal transformation. What does that mean for you? Your life's going to change. Opportunities are going to show up. You're going to say, I don't need to lack anymore. There's no lack in a universe that is endless. I don't have to look to the future that somebody tells me is going to happen. I know I created, and together we will raise the frequency of this planet to create a new Earth. I just did a video on that. It's going to split. You won't even know it. You will see the conflict happening, the control that's going to be absolutely accelerating to try and get you to go back into that coma that you were in. Not anymore. We're waking up. So the Bhavishya Malika Ancient Indian Prophecies, authored in the 1400s, contains prophecies about the decline of the current spiritual age. And it's not, you say it's a spiritual age. No, there are things and traditions in there that were restrictive and made us believe that we weren't as powerful as we really are. Those rules are collapsing. And so what's happening now is the rise of a new golden era. Satyuga. Some interpretations suggest the arrival of Lord Kalki and the restoration of Dharma could align within the 2025 to 2032 timeframe. So we keep hearing about what's happening right now through 2026. 2026 is going to be huge. There's going to be some big event, spiritual event that's going to happen. Some people won't even know it. But we know that then we go into a total transformation, which will create some upheaval. Get ready for it. It's not a bad thing. It's the other stuff dissolving, going away. Earth is going to go through some transformation. We either come together or we go into conflict. You get to choose. So 2030 is actually a big time. So we're going to go into golden era. That's the transformation into the higher consciousness. You're going to see all kinds of amazing things show up. Technology, energy, healing, amazing things for you personally. Let's talk about the ancient Babylonian eclipse omens. Lunar eclipse tablets from 4,000 years ago, recently deciphered, revealed that ancient astrologers interpreted eclipse as divine warnings predicting major calamities, the fall of kings, wars, plagues, famines. We've seen that going on, still going on. While not pinpointing 2026, they do underscore how celestial patterns were seen as signals for major shifts, and we have some big ones going on that we've never seen in our lifetime, never will again. The planets are aligning, and they do have great power over it. Energy shifts are going to help facilitate this. The Prophecy of the Popes, a nearly 900-year-old document attributed to Saint Malachy, maps out a line of future popes, with the final one, Peter the Roman, ruling during tribulations, possibly about to begin around 2027. Many interpret this as a spiritual tipping point for the Vatican and even the planet. So here's the shocking part. This moment has been predicted again and again. The Mayan Long Count calendar didn't end in 2012. All right, we know that, right? People freaking out. No, it marked the beginning of a transitional era many believed would climax around the mid-2020s. That's exactly what the calendar meant. So the Hopi prophecies speak of a great purification. That's what you're seeing. It's a purification. So all of these dark energies, they can't survive through purification, where humanity is going to split, and those who live in harmony with spirit and the earth enter a new world, while others cling to destruction. The material world, they're going to keep trying to change it. They're going to try and brainwash us, misinformation, telling you what you should purchase, how you should earn your money, what's right and wrong in society, and that's all going out the window. We know there are actually no real rules. So Nostradamus, let's talk about the predictors that are just a little bit more in our timeline. Nostradamus hinted at upheaval in this exact decade. Climate extremes, societal collapse, but also the rise of new wisdom. That was Nostradamus. Dolores Cannon's regression subjects gave predictions all about this timeline, the new earth, the split. Actually, some people won't even know it's happened because they're going to live in a reality that's completely different, right? If you're in the basement, I don't know what you're doing down there. If I'm in the penthouse, those in the penthouse will be aware of that. That's how it works. All right, Kryon and the Law of One all point to 2025 to 2026 as the acceleration point where timelines diverge. I do not watch Kryon, but I know a lot of you love Kryon, and so we're talking about the same timeline. And even modern whistleblowers say classified circles privately acknowledge a critical timeline convergence in 2026. They're not just copying each other, they're coming up with this stuff on their own. It's all happening now, where humanity either remains enslaved by fear or moves into a higher awareness and freedom. It is still a choice. So maybe you've noticed time feels strange, almost accelerated. We keep saying that, right? I've been saying that. Do you feel it? People are waking up in droves, questioning everything. Question me, question your religions, question everything, because human beings have infiltrated some of the most wise teachings. And so we have to question this and go into your heart. Systems that once felt solid are now crumbling, and you're not imagining it. We're standing at the threshold humanity has never seen before, a turning point where our collective choice will determine whether we rise into the higher reality or collapse into chaos. So it is an individual choice. There will be a collective that does go into that. They're not ready to let go. They're still in unconsciousness, but that's the challenge for us. So it's not to go into opposition to them, protest, violence. No, it's to create the new world. A response that we have never had in the past. It's always been taking over. It doesn't work anymore. You have to be the creator of the new world. So think about that. Across cultures, across centuries, across dimensions, they all point to now. The vivid dreams, the sudden awakenings, the emotional breakdowns, they're not random. They're symptoms of consciousness shift. Why? You are connected to everything. We are one mind. So you will therefore pick up on things. But don't think that it has to control you. If those are feelings you don't choose, then you just observe them, just like fear. Let it pass and know that you're just picking up on things that are out there, available to everything and everyone. But just let me share something. Just like inventions and ideas, that resides in that space too. So now is your time to start creating that invention, that book, that art piece, that song. It's time to tap into that. It's available for everyone. It's not just you. We all have access to it, but not if you're blocking yourself. And that's why go down and get into my free video series and start to work on this. So here's the truth. It's not about waiting for governments, saviors, or disasters. This is about you, about which path you're going to choose in the months ahead. And we're talking about months now. So what does it really mean for you? How do you navigate this shift without getting pulled into fear? So in this series that I'm going to be shooting here on my new computer, thank you, the gentleman who said, get off of Zoom. All right, I'm off of Zoom. I'm on my computer webcam. We're going to go deeper into what's coming, the hidden technologies, the spiritual awakening symptoms, and the real world signs no one's talking about. But for now, remember this. The countdown isn't about the end of the world. It's about the beginning of a new one. These are exciting times, and you chose to be here. And yes, you are watching this for a reason. The choice is yours. So the question isn't whether these things will happen, these changes. It's about how you prepare. Fear won't help you. Tuning into higher consciousness will. Watch what you're exposing yourself to. Watch what you're choosing from what you purchase, what you eat, what you bring into your home, what you watch. Be very careful. It becomes a part of your energy field and it will affect your reality and your future. So tuning into higher consciousness will change everything. So I've got my free masterclass for you called Breakthrough Fear. I show exactly how to shift into that higher state no matter what unfolds. That link is below. It's absolutely free, as is the video series. Every few days, you get an assignment. Here's what we need to do today. How have you been thinking? What do you think of your past? What do you think of the present being? Because that predicts our future. We've got to get a handle on it now. Are you ready for it? So I hope you subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this today. Look at all of these prophecies, channelers, all of these things are pointing to right now. Here to 2026, something profound. I can't wait. But you won't experience it if you're not in the penthouse, right? If they're in the basement, you're not going to know what's going on up there. So come join me. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my dear, beautiful, perfect friend. Reach into those pockets. They're loaded with jewels. Quit looking for them out there. You got them right here. See you in the next video. Namaste.